Authorities in the U.S. city of New Orleans said 10 people died and 30 more were injured when a vehicle drove into a crowd on Bourbon Street. Unconfirmed reports indicate the driver has since been shot by the police. Like and subscribe NewzClub for more updates. The street is famous in New Orleans' French Quarter and is likely to have been filled with tourists and locals celebrating the new year. The street, a well-known nightlife and tourist hotspot, is filled with bars, clubs and restaurants. A witness who was on Bourbon Street this morning at the time of the incident has just shared some of the harrowing scenes he saw after a vehicle crashed into a large crowd in New Orleans. "When we were in the bar, we didn't hear shooting or crashes because the music was so loud," Davis says. "People then started running and hiding under tables," he adds, like it was an active shooter drill. Police then held him and a group of people in the bar, and when they were allowed to leave, he says they were walking past dead and injured bodies all over the street. Superintendent Kirkpatrick, who begins by saying the incident began at 3:15 local time, 09:15 GMT. She says a man drove a pickup truck down Bourbon Street at a very fast pace. Kirkpatrick says the man displayed very intentional behavior, and he was trying to run over as many people as he possibly could. The superintendent says numbers could change, but confirmed 10 people have been killed and at least 35 others injured. It is unclear how many victims are tourists and how many are locals. She adds, however, they believe that the majority are local to New Orleans. The driver fired on police officers from his vehicle, she says. 2 officers have been shot, she says, but their condition is stable. U.S. President Joe Biden has recently been briefed on the horrific news that a driver killed and injured dozens of individuals in New Orleans overnight, the White House says. In a statement, it adds that the president has been in touch with New Orleans Mayor, Latoya Cantrell, to offer support. The president will continue to be briefed throughout the day, it adds. The FBI is taking over the investigation, and Special Agent Althea Duncan says they found a possible explosive device at the scene. Authorities are working to find out if it is viable. People are urged to avoid the area as the investigation continues. The FBI are investigating this morning's deadly attack in New Orleans as an act of terrorism, as they confirm the suspect is dead. Police say the driver was hell-bent on creating the carnage he did, and also opened fire on officers. In an earlier press conference, the FBI had said an improvised explosive device was found at the scene and agents are assessing its viability.